Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Pinball M running on PlayStation 5. The game's available on all the platforms, so PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. We'll check out the PlayStation 5 version. I don't think there's much of a difference on such resolution on any of the games, or any of the versions. Like how we have to accept these. It's like even if you bought the game and you don't accept this stuff, then you can't play. It's like, well, give me my money back then. Nope, that's not part of the agreement. Now this is Zen Studios, who've been making Zen Pinball for, many, many years now. A little controversial.
Welcome to the Temple of Eternal Playground. Are you ready to play with the forces of darkness?
In that they've kind of been releasing the same product for, over a decade. Just, porting their engine into new platforms as they get released. It's sort of like the Nintendo of pinball, pinball game developers. So new console comes out, new version of Zen Pinball comes out. You have to buy all of your old tables over and over again, with them only adding a couple new tables every once in a while. So, yeah, kind of one of the bad things about it. Okay, then we're doing trigger buttons for flippers.
Before we proceed any further, heed my warning and ensure that you switch your display to game mode. Spectral reflexes are not enough if you are lagging behind. No time for small talk. You're here to test your abilities on some new killer pinball tables. Let's get started.
Yeah, I think every release they have, like the tables get just more expensive.
Mastering the use of the flippers will keep the ball in play, and is the ultimate key to defeating the... Strike!
There are new personnel in the abandoned Kingston Tower. It is honestly an improvement.
But there's more to this game than just hitting the ball around and hoping to set a new high score.
Yeah, they're, they always go for a very realistic kind of sim for pinball. Even though they have some fantasy boards, they're still trying to ground them in a little bit of reality.
For now, let's focus on the remaining time of this 2-minute time challenge, and let's see if I can teach you something new.
So unfortunately, I even though they've been developing these games for a while, I think they've never really reached the heights of like Naxat in the 90s when they were making pinball games. With Alien Crush and Devil's Crush and Jackie Crush. All those games, I think, quite honestly, have been better pinball games than anything Zen's ever made. But with that being said, if you really do want
perspective on the table, switch between the different views until you find one that works best for you.
Again, for what they're aiming for something that is more realistic, I think it's good enough for what it is. Let's see, let's do the follow ball.
Help is here. Causes it pain. Hurry, examine it from every side. I will try to hold them off. I've seen this before.
Well, levels, okay.
You'll be rewarded handsomely. You've already unlocked some impressive features and earned some tokens. Tokens will unlock all sorts of fun. Let me show you. Behold the unlockable items. There's always something new for you to discover, so keep checking for new items. You may enjoy messing around with the playground's decorations, look, and feel. Here's your chance to do just that. You have earned enough tokens to unlock the Wrath of the Elder Gods cabinet skin. Go ahead and unlock this item. Let me introduce you to the Play Corner, your customizable playground. Each pinball table has a dedicated play corner. For now, let's stick with the Wrath of the Elder Gods table and select it to have a closer look. I suppose this is cozy enough, although it could use a little more darkness. Let's spruce it up a bit. This is your personal playground, and you can custom tailor every nook and cranny so it becomes your own creation. I will show you how to replace the cabinet with the one you just unlocked. Brilliant. I'll leave you to your own devices now. Experiment with these elements as you please. Of course, unlocking more items gives you more customization options. Make sure to discover the depths of each table's game modes, special events, and customization options. Each table offers its own brand of madness, with plenty of fun and surprises. For now, I have other business to attend to.
Okay, let's actually play a game instead of whatever the hell it's making me do here. Let's see, classic, no powers, single player, use power-ups, hot seat, local hot seat, allows for 4 players and practice. I guess classic's fine. Now you can purchase tables individually. They go for about $5.50. Or you can buy this as a package. The game itself is free to download, so this table is free. And then if you want the other premium tables, then you know you can buy them per table, or you can buy the bundle for $20.
Outpost here.
Again, you may not want to have every table, so it's kind of nice that you can just, you know, buy them all or just buy them a la carte. I'm not sure if the value is there for most people. It may not be, but I think this initial starting price is okay. Traditionals and pinball, the prices can get, I don't know, what I would consider that reasonable. But again, you know, that depends on what the table is. And maybe you have a nostalgia for a specific kind of pinball table that they offer. And I prefer pinball that is not possible physically. You know, and this game is this developer's trying to make something that you could actually see in real life. So yeah, it just depends on how much of a purist you are, whether or not you want a more real life sim, or if you want something more video game.
Let me show you how deep the madness spirals, the visage of true knowledge.
Of course, you can tilt the table too, although, you know, tilting a table in real life pinball is just something that they really can't replace.
100 knows
And so far I haven't seen a pinball game that can really give you that feel of actually physically moving a table around in order to, you know, get a ball to stay in play for longer. I think it's very difficult to do that. But, you know, they've tried their best in that you can do like a little bit of a bump versus like rocking, which is, you know, probably what you'd see in somebody playing real pinball. You know, they might bump it, but they're more likely to just, you know, kind of subtly rock it around enough so that it wouldn't cause the machine to tilt. Again, I haven't seen a good way of doing that outside of using motion controls, but even then, motion controls have not really satisfied that, or performed a real satisfactory action that mimics that. Not yet. Maybe someday. Maybe they'll do it with VR at some point in time.
Where is that light coming from?
I don't know. I think this is an okay table. Everything's kind of at the top, so it's sort of a bummer. You don't have much to do in the middle playfield or in the lower playfield. But this is the free table, right? So. Yeah, most of the video pinball has come quite a ways in terms of visuals and its physics. But like I said, even that being said, yeah, I still love a game of Devil's Crush over these more realistic pinball games.
Soon it will all be your reality.
But it is nice to see folks trying to preserve the era of pinball. You know, you rarely see a pinball machine in real life anymore, unless you're going to like a specific themed restaurant or amusement attraction.
We have to remember, otherwise, I dare not think about it.
It's kind of a hard thing to make popular.
Just for a
Of course, where I am, you know, there's a lot of hipsters around, so you see pinball machines a little bit more often than normal in like a bar. There's actually a couple of arcade-style bars in the city, if you live close to the city. But yeah, that's not a normal thing across the nation anymore. And I get it, you know. I mean, modern games are more engaging. Yeah, like I don't really like this far view, but you kind of need the far view because the scrolling is. It doesn't like the zoomed in view doesn't lead the scrolling to your advantage. You know, meaning it's not scrolling fast enough to the bottom of the screen where your flippers are when the ball is in play and things are moving around pretty fast. So it's either this like kind of boring static view or something a little bit more exciting that's dynamic.
No more danger. You can rest now.
We have to remember, otherwise, I dare not think about it.
That's not pinball for me. Even during the heyday, was always more of a novelty. Like I would never play a pinball game seriously. You know, I do prefer the other types of video games, but you know, it's fun every once in a while. Go find like an adult themed arcade and just have a little fun with pinball.
good enough for now.
Alright, so let's check out some of these other tables. Got the Chucky's Killer Pinball. See, they got the licensing going on here.
Well, hello, Dolly. Are to a tumbler.
She's asking for somebody's dog. Horrible.
Promise me, Chucky, no more killing. Chucky. Give me the power, I beg of you. Awake!
Hey, you looked in the mirror lately? Now's not the time to get picky. Keep going. Eat dirt, Tommy.
Yeah, again, I like the dedication to simulating a real pinball table. I do. I appreciate it. I just don't find like real pinballs that like super duper awesome.
Well, hello, Dolly.
Especially when I could be playing, you know, Red Dead or No Man's Sky or something. You know, some other kind of video game. But again, if this is your thing, it's I think it's well done. And at least this initial price for these 4 tables that they offer, I think it's pretty good. I'm sure that will change if they decide to release more tables, and you know we'll get some more expensive ones. But for now, they're pretty reasonable. You know, especially considering the you know, the hours of play that you'd get out of this. And again, pinball is just not. You're not going to get a lot of releases of pinball games. And certainly not a lot with this kind of production behind it. Oh my god.
Keep going.
Give me the power, I beg of you.
Eat dirt, Tommy. Stop! Shit!
Oh, there's no match minigame? Okay. To get an extra ball.
Impressive. You shall bow before the nightmare you've become.
That's an okay table. I don't know if that's my favorite. I actually think the original table is better than this one. Check out the Duke Nukem table. I can't even believe that anybody's still trying to sell anything Duke Nukem. I mean, there hasn't been anything good coming out of this franchise for over a decade. Maybe even 2 decades.
Payback time.
Certainly over a decade. I mean, they skinned Bulletstorm in with Duke Nukem, which is an excellent game, and having him in there was kind of a cool idea.
How do you
but
like my tan?
not really Duke Nukem, right? It's weird with how many Duke Nukem games there have been. How few of them are actually good.
Let's rock.
You know, I mean, I think we've got basically one first-person shooter game of Duke Nukem that was really good, and maybe 3 of the offshoot platform games that were good. You might consider one of the third-person games that they made okay. Certainly, I wouldn't call them bad necessarily, but you know, not necessarily itching to play them. So yeah, the number of years this franchise has existed off the goodwill of just Duke Nukem 3D is amazing.
Shit happens. Go ahead, make my day.
It's a fair number of franchises though too, right? One good game coming at the right time when people are still like super impressionable, and then that's like the only thing that's ever been good about it. I say that with a lot of bands too, right? A lot of musicians like, haven't made anything good in years, and it's like, you know, still they had a good album when I was in high school. that was it.
You're pissing me off. Payback time.
Oh my
If it
God.
bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you like my tan line?
Holy
Yeah, I think this is what was really good about Alien Crush and Devil Crush and Jackie Crush. Was that not everything was at the top of the pinball of the table. You know, there was plenty of stuff in the midfield to screw around with, and plenty of stuff in the side
A result
screw around with.
truly beyond your plight.
But again, if you're talking about real pinball, then it would make sense that you'd have stuff that would be at the top mostly.
Level up and unlock the secrets of the abyss.
Yeah, that one's okay. I mean, that's not bad. And the Thing.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It's getting cold in here. I haven't slept in days. First goddamn week of winter.
Shoot the left sinkhole.
Shit, bitch.
Matt, get your gear on.
First goddamn week of winter.
I'll be the restroom. Just give me a sec to catch my breath. Mini playfield is lit. Shoot the sinkhole. We don't have time for this, McCready.
Kind of an interesting little mini table there.
Cut the bullshit.
Yeah, again, there's really no reason to necessarily get the PlayStation 5 version. Like, if you just have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox or a Switch, then you're getting basically the same experience.
It's getting cold in here.
But if you only have a PlayStation 5, then it sort of makes sense to get this version. you do get a cleaner output.
Damn week of winter.
Like the text is nice and snappy.
Nobody trusts anybody now. We're all very
You'll certainly
tired.
get more aliasing artifacts in the Switch version, but the gameplay will still be there.
Anything strange about the dog? Anything at all?
Oh shit, what is that thing? I don't know what the hell is in there, but it's weird and it's pissed off. Come on, shoot the tentacle! Better make the most out of this. Goes there. We better start closing off all the outside doors.
Well, what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what
Yeah,
happens.
again, that one's okay.
Terror made tangible in your high score.
Right, we got the last one, Death by Daylight.
Choose. Claudette Morel. Such.
Yeah, I also like games, or I also like boards with the flippers on top too.
All saved.
It just adds so much more to the game. A little more strategy, having the other flipper at the top, since that's where all the action is in a pinball game anyway. But of course, it means you have to have this more bird's eye view in order to really, be able to read it correctly.
Dwight hooked.
Oh, it's only one. Okay. Thought we'd come back around.
All saved. Sinkhole open.
Yeah, I like having the score on the screen instead of trying to simulate the, like an old LED display where you'd have to look at your score. That's good stuff. Good decision. Good decision. I mean, the LED display is still in the upper left,
Predictable.
but you can actually see the score on the board.
A result truly beyond your plight.
Alright, what do we got in the vault here? Backgrounds, foregrounds, titles. Then you can filter it by individual board. Looks like cabinet skins is not really there. Guess I don't have enough to earn. I guess I need to earn more. I don't know. Well, anyway, why don't we stop it there? This is Outpost watching Pinball M running on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I think this little offshoot of the Zen Pinball series kind of focused on just horror games. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I think the price is reasonable. We'll see how I feel about that when they have more tables with the horror themes involved and the prices of those tables. But for now, I think this is pretty good. And even if it just stayed this way, you know, at $20 for the 5 tables, I think that's still pretty good. So yeah, definitely check it out if you like a more sim-based pinball game with tables that could theoretically be made in real life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you with the next stream.